We can show a new direction, and it can inspire the world. So I take with me tomorrow our Constitution in gas line negotiations as we work with global partners and independents to market our gas. We're in the position of strength here, but that strength comes not from my hands. It comes from what I hold in my hands. Let's be vigilant with competing interests. If they encroach on sovereignty or divide or force us from opportunity, we've learned lessons about competing interests. Sometimes it's involved our own federal government. Take fishing, just a quick example. First, we'll manage wildlife for abundance, enough for all. I need Alaskans, though, working together when federal decisions adversely affect us. Regions, races, user groups, gear groups, we must unite in battle for Alaska's rights to harvest and to develop. Robust fisheries should revitalize coastal communities and feed Alaskan families and pay bills through honest toil. We must heal wounded communities left in the wake of allocation decisions that mirror fish issues from 50 years ago that kept us beholden to outside interests. Then we lived under federal orders that favored a privileged few. So we sought statehood to control our resources and for fairness. Not going backwards, I oppose contradictions to competition and free enterprise that hurts Alaskans. Our Constitution explains all this: wildlife, oil, gas, minerals, timber, accessed for our maximum benefit. And Alaska is vast enough for all, plus tourism and technology and university research, all means of creating honest prosperity. We've got great opportunity today, even with changes on the national scene. With our congressional delegation in the minority right now, obviously, we must prudently consider state priorities as our relationship with federal funding streams change. Don't fear, though, perhaps delayed dollars coming in. Instead, let's make our wealth again out of the wilderness and make our living on the water. Let us use our hands to build and our minds to lead the nation in innovative advancements. Governor Hickel, again, he said he never feared an economic depression so much as a depression of the spirit. This is a time to be courageous, not fearful. We must progress. We have to progress to fund public safety and infrastructure and education. And as I focus on natural resources, know that I won't overlook our greatest resource, and that's our children. Our kids deserve the best in education. So with fresh perspective in schools, in K-12, putting parents back as the head of the education family, recognizing they must guide children, empowering them via school involvement in choices, we can re-engage with prospects of success. And I know as a parent, as the guide, I know it's easier to say than to do, believe me. But parents as the guide, again, as the head of that family. And I believe in public education. I'm proud of my family's many, many years working in our schools. My claim to fame, believe it or not, I hope it's never that I'm Alaska's first governor. I hope it continues to be, you're Mr. Heath's daughter. My dad, who for years, has been teaching in the schools, and even today, he inspiring students across the state. So many students around this great land coming up to me when I was the mayor or as a candidate, not saying, oh, you're Sarah Palin, you're running for office, or you're the governor. No, it's been Sarah Palin. Wow, Mr. He's been my favorite teacher of all times. Our teachers are our inspiration. We'll provide for successful public schools, and I'll treat alternative schooling with respect, with enthusiasm, in fact, because every child is worth it. We'll replicate winning reforms so more kids are prepared for work and we don't import our workforce. Much reform won't cost more. It's a matter of priorities, so more money gets into the classroom. Our task is great, but so worthy. because I won't accept our 40% high school dropout rate, nor our lowest college preparedness rates. That's not success. That's unacceptable. We must do better prioritizing, and students must be answerable, and schools held accountable, and our good teachers treasured for edifying our most precious resource, those kids. And I'm excited to work with the schools to help each child find purpose and know their worth, because everyone has great purpose. Getting kids on the right path, enabling them to be productive citizens, that's our goal together in a safe environment. And that's another core constitutional intent, is public safety. And we've got to take it back and make every community safer and healthier. Preventing crime and substance abuse, it relates to family and cultural strength, but also depends on a vibrant economy. We know the positive effect of employment. It's been said that idle hands do the devil's work. Well, to get idle hands to work, we teach. And through VOTEC training, we refill workforce deficits, and we sway young Alaskans to stay and to improve themselves and to improve their state. And here, our system must reflect calls for justice, swift, sure, tough, recognizing the inability of some to live within rules of a civilized society shaped by our Constitution. So 50 years ago, this Constitution, it captured a visionary, dream-filled promise. And around this gift was a ribbon in the form of a resolution. It's so relevant today, and I was reminded of it this morning by President Hamilton at the University of Alaska as he shared what that resolution read. It said, "You are Alaska's children. We bequeath to you a state that will be glorious in her achievements, a homeland filled with opportunities for a living, a land where you can worship and pray, an Alaska that will grow as you grow. We trust you. You're our future. Take tomorrow and dream. You'll see visions we do not see. We are certain that in capturing today for you, you can plan and build. Take our Constitution, study it, work with it, help others love and appreciate it. You are Alaska's children. And I accept this resolution on your behalf, Alaska, all Alaskans, our sourdoughs and our chachakos, our proud military, our rugged hunters and outdoor enthusiasts, our academics and artisans, all who love the last frontier and make it exceptional. For you, I rededicate support for our foundation. I will defend our values. I'll show fiscal restraint to not burden our children with debt and deficit. I'll support competition and free enterprise. I'll insist on ethics in your government. I will respect you. I will respect you. I will put Alaskans first. And finally, I ran for governor not thinking myself better than anyone, but offering opportunity for the mantle of leadership to be passed. And it is time. And that torch, fanned with new energy, but ignited long before by pioneers with the responsible, confident vision that I share, its radiance won't let us lose sight of true north. Alaskans, hold me accountable, and right back at you. I'll expect a lot from you too. Take responsibility for your family and for your futures. Don't think you need government to take care of all needs and to make your decisions for you. More government isn't the answer. More government isn't the answer because you have ability within, because you are Alaskan and you live in the land where God, with incredible benevolence, He decided to overwhelmingly bless. I'll help you with opportunities. I ask for your continued support in this for Lieutenant Governor Sean Parnell and for me. And I ask that you join us in seeking God's wisdom, grace, and favor on Alaska. I thank you all, and I thank my family for their amazing support and the responsibilities that they now have. Girls, Thank you for sharing your mom.